Hello and welcome to Only Connect. Is there anything more fun than heading to the seaside to play beach cricket? Unpacking the bats and balls, picking the teams, deciding whether to play limited overs or a T20 style game, organising the fixtures, sorting out the league, negotiating the centralised contracts, trying to get sponsorship, is all those aspects of beach sport administration that make the summer special. Joining me tonight, two fresh teams, and they are, on my right, Lindsay McBrien, a business analyst whose father worked on Apollo 11. Ailsa Watson, a philosophy graduate who stood on Robert Kardashian's foot in a shop. And their captain, Dave McBrien, a pub quizmaster who was once mistaken for a naked Frank Zappa. All graduates of Scotland's ancient universities, they are the ancient alumni. So, Dave, how did your team meet?
Well, Lindsay and I met at one of my pub quizzes about 7 years ago and are now married. And we met our good friend Ailsa about 3 years ago, also through quizzing.
Nothing brings out the chemistry like a pub quiz.
Absolutely.
Good luck. You'll be playing tonight on my left. Lauren Probert, a civil servant who stepped in as Tony Blair's bodyguard during a conference. Peter Dawson, a native Dubliner who used to work as a bouncy castle delivery man. And their captain, Ross Drayton, a Cardiff University graduate who has a collection of every British stamp from 1950 to 1994. United by a hunger for hill walking, they are the Three Peaks. So, Ross, how did you assemble your team?
I just picked the two most telegenic members of my lunchtime crossword club.
You've done extremely well, although I like any member of a crossword club. We are going to play round one. What is the connection between four apparently random clues? Ancient alumni, you won the toss, but you elected to put your opponents in first. So, Three Peaks, please pick a hieroglyph.
Lion, please.
OK, you're about to see the first of a potential 4 clues. What connects them? Time starts now.
There are Leah and Rachel. So Jacob married Rachel and Leah was a sister.
Then she married Rachel.
But it was a kind of funny marriage bed thing. Let's do the next one.
Next one.
Yeah.
Next, please.
Oh, they're related. People married men they're related to. They're cousins.
I don't know.
They were cousins.
Do you want to get the next one? Next, please.
Yes,
Yeah, so
Two cousins.
people married cousins. We think these are married couples who were cousins.
that's absolutely right. Can you be any more specific?
First cousins?
First cousins, although in the case of the Einsteins, they were also second cousins. They were so related. They were related in sort of 2 ways. Who's Jacob?
Was he supposed to marry Rachel, but the dad shoved Leah in the marriage bed instead?
That is about the size of it. Jacob from Genesis, he got a sort of bonus wife as well. Charles Darwin married his first cousin. Albert Einstein married his first and second cousin, who were the same person, and Queen Victoria and Prince Albert. Other people who married their cousins: Saddam Hussein, H.G. Wells and Edgar Allan Poe. What a threesome. Well done. You're off the blocks with 2 points. Ancient alumni, what would you like?
2 reads, please.
2 reads. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
So who circumnavigated the world then? Jesus, that's quite late. I think we're going to have to get another one. Next. The Frozen Fleet, the Frozen North, maybe? I think we've got it. Next.
It's a new hope. It's a new
North, a new fleet?
I don't know. It's a new hope. I don't
Next.
like something else. It's Great Whites.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yes. Great White.
The connection is Great White. You recognise Great White Shark golfer Greg Norman.
Yeah.
Don't know any of the other clues?
Oh, presumably.
I vaguely recognise
The
Great White
James Earl
Hope,
Jones
yeah.
film is obviously a Great White Hope.
The Great White Hope is a James Earl Jones film based on the life of the heavyweight Jack Johnson, the Great White North, Canada, of course, and the fleet, an American fleet. Theodore Roosevelt sent the fleet around with their hulls painted white, and so they were known as the Great White Fleet. Well spotted at the end. Three Peaks, what would you like?
Twisted Flax, please.
The Twisted Flax. OK. Ooh, it's a music question. What connects the lovely clues you'll be hearing? First one coming in now.
I've been loving you.
This is fine. Get the next one. Give me a next, please. Let's try again by... Oh, is it? Chameleon? Who's Chameleon? Okay, next. Yeah, next. Next, please. Pardon? Yeah, next, please.
2 seconds.
It's great, but
Oh, I'm afraid you're out of time. That is the end of the time period. Ancient Alumni, would you like to have a go for a bonus point?
The performers all died in plane crashes.
I hate this
thought.
question. It makes it seem so likely. Who did we hear?
Oh, the first one was Otis Redding. I've been loving you too long. He died in a plane crash in Lake Monona, Wisconsin, 10th of December 1967, I think.
Good plane crash knowledge.
Then there was Aaliyah, and what was the song?
Try Again, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know when.
She died in 2001.
And
August 2001.
Glenn Miller and Buddy Holly were the last two.
That's right. Glenn Miller sort of disappeared mysteriously in 1944. And Buddy Holly at the end there. Otis Redding, first artist to have a posthumous #1 on Billboard's Hot 100 chart. The Sitting on the Dock of the Bay was recorded only 3 days before that plane crash. You're having an entertaining evening over there with your egg and chips, watching this. Lovely, lovely. All died in a plane crash. What a grisly question. You get a bonus point, and what would you like for your own question?
I will take water, please.
The water question. Let's hope this is a bit merrier. They're going to be picture clues. What connects them? First one coming in now.
Sean Bean. Let's see, so I think I have to get another. Next, please. Galileo.
So 1 second, it's another letter separate in surname. She's Galileo, Galilei, Sean Bean, Sean Bean.
Brilliant. Go for 3.
You want to go for it?
Let's try it. Is there only 1 letter difference between their first and surnames?
Coming in after 2 clues, you get 3 points. Only 1 letter changes. There's all 4 clues. Tell me about these people and the letters.
Well, Sean Bean, S changes to a B. Galileo Galilei, O changes to I. It's Odd Job. Who's the actor?
It's not Odd Job.
No, it's... Oh, sorry, of course it's not. It's
The actor is Hervé Villechaize,
yes.
playing Francisco Scaramanga's henchman,
Oh,
Knick Knack.
Knick Knack, OK.
He
And
played
then-
Tattoo in Fantasy Island, but
then-
Knick Knack
And
here.
then Tinky Winky to finish.
What a magnificent henchman. Look at that. So, too few henchmen wear bowler hats these days. And that's Tinky Winky at the end there. So all their names change by 1 letter between the first and second. Well done. Back to you, 3 peaks for a choice.
Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus. OK, what is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
right up, they're capitalised as well. So they understand it next.
Next, please.
Yeah,
Next, please.
Any words spelled? Sounds like once. Can you add W's and ones then? Right toe.
Next, please. Can you add stra to the end of each of these to make a word?
Are you thinking of the word orchestra?
Yes.
You'd need an H in the middle, and
yeah,
I think
of course.
no E at the end.
Yeah, but apart from that.
Unlucky there. I always like it when people have a gamble, but I'm afraid that's not it. So Ancient Alumni, another chance for a bonus.
The British towns or cities with the first and last letter was removed, so Brighton, Swindon, Swansea and Worcester.
Well, I'll give you the point because it's a first-round game, but I'd love to hear something very specific.
I'm not seeing...
Not seeing it? I tell you what we've taken off. The postcodes. B and N from either side of Brighton. BN is its postcode. Swindon SN, lovely Swansea SA, Worcester WR. So you were totally right, it was about the words, but what we're looking for is that we've taken off the first and last letters. And for extra fun, the letters that we've taken off make the postcodes for those places. But well done, you've spotted the puzzle, so you do get the bonus, and you'll get the last question of the round, the Horned Viper. What connects these clues? Here's the first.
Oh, who did that? Is this Brian Blessed? I think it might be.
I think it was somebody
I didn't want to go gamble on fire. Next, please. Oh, maybe not.
It's not Norris meme, was it?
Yeah, I think somebody claimed to have done.
Done these things.
Oh, it was Kim Jong-il. Kim Jong-il did all of this.
I think he did box of time.
No, Kim did it. Right,
Kim
do you want to take my one?
Yeah, that's it.
Next. Yes, it is Brian Blessed. Should have Things Brian Blessed has claimed to have done.
There are things that Brian Blessed
Should have gone
has
on
done.
5.
Yeah, but then you were so close with Kim Jong-il. You know, much of a muchness.
Easily confused.
Yes. Now, according to Brian Blessed, and we have no reason to doubt him, when he met the Dalai Lama, he noticed that there were a pair of old boxing gloves lying around, and he challenged the monk to a fight, which Brian Blessed said he let the monk win. Let him win.
Yeah.
Punched a polar bear. This was on a trip to the magnetic North Pole. He punched a polar bear to save it getting shot. The polar bear was approaching the tent, and Brian Blessed thought, well, if I don't punch it away, somebody will shoot it. He delivered a baby in Richmond Park, and of course he played Prince Vultan in Flash Gordon. What an impressive man. That means at the end of round 1, the Three Peaks have 2 points, the Ancient Alumni have 8. On to round 2, the sequences round. I want to know what comes fourth in a sequence, so the teams may see only 3 clues at the most. But of course, if they need fewer clues, they will get more points. Three Peaks, you'll be going first again. What would you like?
Twisted Flax, please.
Twisted Flax. Now, these are going to be picture clues. You may see a maximum of 3 because I want to know what sort of thing you'd expect to see in the 4th picture. Time starts now.
Next, please.
The chicken song was like image to a chicken in the air. Stick a dish up your nose, fly a jumbo jet, learn to speak Arapaho.
Is it someone speaking Arapaho?
I'm afraid it isn't, so I'm going to have to show the 3rd clue in the sequence of the Ancient Alumni for a possible bonus point.
Some clothes being buried.
The answer is, well, simply some clothes. We don't have them being buried, but it is clothes. Now, Three Peaks, you are having one of those evenings that teams have sometimes where you know so many things and you're just missing out on the points by jumping the wrong way. You tell me what's going on in this sequence.
It's the spitting image chicken song, isn't it?
That's absolutely right. Yeah. And you've gone ahead of us. The full lyrics go, hold a chicken in the air, stick a deck chair up your nose, buy a jumbo jet, and then bury all your clothes. Paint your left knee green, then extract your wisdom teeth, form a string quartet and pretend your name is Keith. Who can think of somebody who pretends their name is Keith?
Lee Francis, the comedian.
Oh, yes.
Yes, good. Or Keith Vaz MP, whose name is actually Nigel.
OK.
Yes, Keith is his middle name. I would say, just to offend 2 groups of people at once, if you're going to change your name from Nigel, why make it Keith? I mean, a very good friend of mine is called Keith. But once you're changing it... Anyway, Keith Vaz, he pretends his name is Keith. So another bonus there for you, alumni. What would you like for your own question?
We've got 2 reads, please.
2 reads. OK. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
I think we're going to have to get that one to get sequence. Next, please. OK, so days of the week. Sunday, Tuesday. What is the sequence? Yes, that's exactly what it is. So, what day of the week is 9?
So it's probably going to be Thursday.
No, it's length of the word.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
Wed 9.
Is the right answer. What's happening in this sequence?
It's Sunday has 6 letters in it, Tuesday has 7, Saturday has 8, and Wednesday has 9.
That's absolutely right. Yes. Do you know, as a little extra puzzle, if you try to say the days of the week in alphabetical order, it's almost impossible. Your brain is so used to saying them, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it's really hard. It's a very good one to do for a bet. You bet somebody they can do it, and they'll really think they can.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Thursday. No, it's S14, you're right.
It's hard, isn't it? Because your brain wants to stop you. Very well spotted. These are the days of the week ordered according to how many letters in their name, and only one day of the week has 9 letters, and that is Wednesday or Wed. Back to you, Three Peaks for a choice.
Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus. OK, what would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next, please.
Greek fire.
No, next, please.
Yes. Could they won something? Or...
2 seconds.
We have no idea.
Fair enough. Ancient alumni, do you want to have a go for a bonus point?
Is it Queen Elizabeth II?
It is Queen Elizabeth II, and why is that?
They opened the Olympics of Sydney 2000, Athens 2004, Beijing 2008 and London 2012.
That's absolutely right. Yes, they are the leaders of the countries that held the Olympics successively leading up to 2012, Queen Elizabeth II. You seem to have good Olympic knowledge. Can you tell me about the opening ceremony in Athens 2004?
I'm struggling to remember much about it.
Then you
I've got to
definitely
be
didn't
honest.
see it. It was in Athens, and what they did to recreate the spirit of the old Greek Olympics, it was performers appearing nude. Of course, they weren't really nude. They were in sort of nude outfits. You know, like people wear on TV for love scenes. They were in these sort of beige things to look nude, but NBC still pixelated them. They pixelated pretend nudity. It's a funny place, isn't it, America? A funny place. Yes, Queen Elizabeth II, because she opened the Olympics in the summer of 2012. And what question would you like?
Lion, please.
Lion. OK, what would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
That didn't mean anything to me. Next. Not all names for a second.
Yeah, but it needs to be a sequence.
Oh, of course, right.
Yeah, don't really know then. Yeah. Next. Oh, it's Van Houten's. Kirk and... Isn't it Margaret? No.
Well, who's KJ then?
Yeah, no, I don't think either.
2 seconds.
It's ranks. So, Captain, what's above Major?
I can't give you long.
General Lee.
Not the right answer, I'm afraid. So 3 peaks, you have a chance for a bonus point now.
Vice Admiral Churchill.
Not it, I'm afraid. I think everybody knows these are to do with ranks in the army. So, Lieutenant Kijay, that's a Prokofiev piece. Captain Kirk, Major Barbara.
Brigadier, is it?
Colonel.
Oh, Colonel.
For example, Colonel Mustard. Lovely Colonel Mustard.
Sorry.
Now, why do you think I will get at least 400 messages on the internet about what's wrong with this sequence?
Because ranks are different in different forces and different
Those
parts
people
of the
don't write
army.
in. It's because in some Star Trek films and series, Captain Kirk has a different rank. He's sometimes Admiral Kirk. And people at home will feel that I need to know that. Do you know William Shatner once said he'd never seen an episode of Star Trek? And that's one of many things he and I have in common. Although it was a slightly odd claim because he has directed an episode. He admitted that he had to watch some of the footage in his role as a director, but he never watched the complete finished thing. So you don't get the bonus 3 peaks, but you may choose a question. What would you like?
Water, please.
Water. OK, what would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next, please.
The Egyptians also looks like a Jews.
Next, please.
It must be a duck. It looks like a duck, walks like a duck.
Then it is a
Then it must be a duck.
So it is a, yeah. Is a.
Absolutely acceptable. Is, or probably is, or reckon it is, or almost certainly is. And what's the reason?
If you look like a duck, walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, then it probably is a duck.
That's right, the duck test. It's a form of abductive reasoning, funnily enough. Back to you, alumni, for the last question of the round, the horned viper. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Well, we're going to have to get that one. We're not going to see stuff. Next. I need another. Next. Underline. Yes, came to emphatic.
2 seconds.
Something else you can put tick, replace the last one.
I need an answer. Too long, I'm afraid. 3 peaks. Do you want to have a go for a bonus?
Any ideas?
Say something, Lauren.
We don't have an idea.
Now, I see you never want to give anything away to the other team. Try reading these clues to yourself out loud.
Chaos, elbow, emphasis.
Chaos, elbow, emphasis. We want something that begins N. For example, engine or engineer. KLMN at the beginning. It's a simple alphabetical puzzle. Oops. So no points there. That means at the end of round 2, the Three Peaks have 4 points. The Ancient Alumni have 13. Onto the connecting wall now. 16 jumble clues that the teams need to sort into 4 connected groups of 4. Ancient Alumni, it's your turn to go first this time, so please choose lion or water.
Can we water, please?
You can. You have 2.5 minutes to solve the water wall, starting now.
It's a game show.
There's a defence in the cricket pitch, side screen, crease,
Yeah.
pavilion.
Yes.
Catchphrases.
Catchphrase game shows, boundary turns, try the crickets. No, what else is there? Square. Let's cycle through those. Okay, so leave that boundary, leave that side screen. Great.
Ratio 3-2-1, tipping point, tenable.
Yeah, that's a catchphrase.
Yeah.
That's shafted. This is 5 game shows.
Right.
Maybe compendium, so I don't think. So, oh, great. Okay, so what have we got?
Collections of things, compendium, digest, and
Yeah, anthology.
And an oeuvre is
Yeah, it's a body of work.
Festschrift might be. I'm not sure what that
It's
is.
words with giant amounts of consonants in the middle
Yes,
of
1,
them.
2, 3, 4, 5 consonants. Knightsbridge actually has 6 in a row.
Yeah.
Catchphrase is 6. Oh no,
Yeah,
that's
it's
6 as well.
six.
The
Yeah, so
words with a
they've
sequence of 6
six.
consonants.
Okay.
Yeah.
We good? There we go.
You made short work of that. I don't think I've ever heard someone say, there we go, before completing the wall. I like your confidence. Can you tell me the connections? What about that first blue group? Boundary, square, pavilion, crease.
Things you find in a cricket ground, cricket pitch.
Features of cricket. The next one, shafted, 3-2-1, tipping point, tenable.
Game shows.
Can you be any more specific?
Were they all ITV game shows?
They're all ITV game shows. And which is the best of those? Obviously 3-2-1.
Well, it certainly isn't shafted, let's put it that way.
3-2-1 is definitely the best of those game shows. And it predated Only Connect, so it was never a competitor. What about the next group? Sight screen, catchphrase, Knightsbridge, Festschrift.
They're unlikely to come up in missing vowels rounds because they have 6 consecutive consonants, making them too easy.
That's right, they all have 6 consecutive consonants. And the last one, oeuvre, anthology, compendium, digest.
Collections of works, basically.
Collections of writing. So you found all 4 groups, you gave me all 4 connections. You do get a bonus of 2 for that. It's the maximum of 10 points. Very well done. Let's bring in the Three Peaks now, give them the other wall, the lion wall, and see how they go about solving it. You have 2.5 minutes to solve your wall, starting now.
Okay, so we got some islands, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
Sky, Mullen,
Got Sky, Mal.
with rum and muck, are they?
Oh, I'm not.
Oh, Cuthbert, Dibble and Grub, are they?
Okay, there's definitely
Yeah.
like junk, dreck is rubbish.
Yeah.
Smut, rubble,
Grime.
And grime.
grime. Okay, so do you want to do all of them except?
Yeah, do them.
Leave out rubble. Leave out track.
Okay,
Leave out some mud.
So what types of music?
Crud
We've
is
got
another one to
dubstep.
6. So that's okay.
We've got dubstep,
Dubstep,
grime.
crunk,
Grime.
grime, jungle.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we go back to the other things. We had crud,
Crud,
gunk,
Well,
muck.
oh, there's loads of these actually, isn't there?
Yeah.
You have to, oh, right,
So
yeah. So
5. So we could we left
no,
out
there's crud, gunk, muck, rubble, smut. Oh, and dreck as well.
Yeah,
actually.
there's a load of these.
So islands then?
Yeah.
Muck might be one.
Marshall Islands. I don't.
That's Scottish
No,
Islands.
Scottish specifically.
So we think muck.
Okay, what could crud be? If
Wait,
it's
is that an
not?
island?
What could crud be if it's not actual crud?
Yeah, there we go.
well done.
Okay.
Really live
Oh, so
stuff.
there's gunk, muck, crud, crug, and maybe
Grunk,
dreck.
smut.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
okay,
mean,
wait,
yeah.
rubble.
Okay, so do we think?
So sky.
Oh, these are Paw Patrol people. Marshall, Sky, Rubble, and Chase. Yeah,
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Yeah.
do those then? Do your
Yeah, so
part.
Marshall,
Paw
Sky,
Patrol.
Rubble, and Chase. Yeah.
Well done, you've solved the wall. Very good, that's 4 points immediately. Let's have a look at the connections. Tell me about the first blue group, grime, jungle, crunk, dubstep.
They're all genres of music.
Apparently so. And the green group, ulva, muck, mull, rum,
So Scottish Islands.
Scottish Islands. Would you like to be more specific?
In Hebrides.
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 Islands of the Hebrides.
Yeah.
The islands of the Hebrides is right. Sky, Rubble, Marshall, Chase.
I believe these are all characters in Paw Patrol.
They are characters in Paw Patrol. Are you a fan of that show?
My son is.
That'll explain it. Very well found at the end there. And the last group, Gunk, Dreck, Smut, Crud.
I mean, dirt or leftovers.
Yeah.
Yeah, a type of dirt. Well done. You. There were so many in that wall, a lot of red herrings, but well found. You get another 4 points for the connections. The bonus of 2 is a maximum of 10 points. Let's have a look at the overall scores. The Three Peaks have 14 points. The Ancient Alumni have 23. And if you'd like to take part in Only Connect, then why not go to the website bbc.co.uk/onlyconnect to find out how to apply. So a bit of a gap as we go into the final round, but this is where points can be won and lost, the missing vowels round. Buzz with care, teams. Fingers on buzzers. I can tell you that the first group are all things located in Leicester. Alumni?
National Space Centre.
Correct. Alumni?
King Power Stadium.
Correct. Alumni?
It's Montfort University.
Good Leicester knowledge. Alumni?
King Richard III Visitor Centre.
Lovely. Next category, things the presenter of University Challenge might say. Three Peaks?
Fingers on buzzers.
Yes, he might. Alumni?
Another starter question now.
Correct. Three Peaks? Too long, I'm afraid.
Sorry.
Alumni, do you know? No, ironically, it's I'm afraid you lose 5 points. Next clue. Alumni?
You may not confer.
Indeed not. Next category, things that come in batches of 8. This one is furlongs in a mile. Next clue. Three Peaks. You buzzed before the bell, so I will let you answer.
Maids are milking.
Is correct. But that is the end of the quiz. And looking at the final scores, I can tell you that finishing in first place with 29 points and sailing straight through to the next round is the Ancient Alumni team. And honourable second with 15 is the Three Peaks. Well played. Unlucky, but you're not out, of course. We'll be seeing you later in the series to have another go at making round 2. Many congratulations to you, Ancient Alumni. Thanks very much for watching. And before we go, there's just time for me to give you details of this week's phone-in competition. So if you'd like the chance to win a Toyota Yaris, just phone 09345 111 222 and answer this simple question. Economic rather than religious factors drove the zeal of the English Reformation. Discuss. Calls cost 53p a minute. Goodbye.